What up you guys, my name is Allyn, they call me Lean, and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I will be doing another first impression video on the products. If I can just grab them all. I'm kind of struggling here. Where is everything? So for today's first impressions video, now that I have everything with me, I will be doing the review on the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna makeup. Today I have here the Soft Matte Longwear foundation. I also have the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer, and I will also be reviewing the Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter. Just a little story time. When I actually first heard that Rihanna was going to come out with makeup, I didn't really think much of it. And then the day before her release, I actually noticed a lot of influencers were kind of like Snapchatting and putting on their Insta story, like kind of like the launch party she had. And I was so shocked, like seeing the amount of products that she was releasing. Like usually when people release like a new makeup line, it's more like lipsticks or a few eyeshadows, but she released a whole line. And what got me drawn to actually trying out the products is the fact that not only is she releasing or did release like highlighters, blushes, lipsticks, a primer, blotting paper, brushes, a beauty sponge or beauty blender, beauty sponge, whatever. She actually released 40 different shades of foundations, which is insane. And usually with people that release any type of foundation, they usually release either 5 or less than 10 different shades, and a lot of times these shades don't really match up to like every kind of skin complexion, undertone, or things like that. And I was super excited, and then when I found out, I was like, you know what, your girl about to spend a lot of money on this makeup. Kind of weird though, because I actually expected this line to kind of sell out like that, because a lot of times when like a celebrity or any influencer releases like a special edition or any type of makeup, it usually sells out like that. And the next following day when she actually released her line of makeup, there's a guy I follow named Alex that actually is the same exact shade as me. So what I did was I actually bought the makeup on Sephora because I wasn't sure if it was my color, and I was like, I mean, at least if I get it at Sephora, I can always return it at the store. So I bought it, dropped some money. All I did was buy a primer and then a foundation. And then later on, I went on Snapchat, and then I had a friend that actually Snapchatted the physical products, and I was like, girl, where did you get it? And she's like, oh, I got it at the mall close to our area. So after work, I literally picked up my friend, and then I went to Sephora, and I literally blacked out, meaning like I went to the store and left and didn't realize that I was buying makeup that I just bought, and even a little extra. So when I went to Sephora, I first wanted to make sure if it was my right foundation shade that I bought online, and it was like perfect. And also I ended up picking something a little extra, but y'all gonna see as you watch the video. But yeah, these are the products that I got here, and I am so excited to see how these products all work. I've seen a few reviews about these products, and today I kind of just wanted to share with you guys my thoughts and my kind of like feels, and like kind of like, you know, what I think about this line. So yeah, that was a mouthful. Let me get some water really quick. So without further ado, I guess we could just dive right into the video. You guys obviously saw that I prepped my lips, toned my face, and of course applied moisturizer. So the first makeup product I will be trying out is a primer. It is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer, and it looks like this. I really like the packaging because it's really sleek, it's really clean, it's really fresh, and very simple. It's nothing too outrageous or anything like that. And if I open this up, oh boy, this is what the primer looks like. As you can see that it's kind of like a nude pinkish color. This is made out of glass, so it's pretty heavy, but I love how sleek it is. And I think the most interesting part about this packaging is the shape of it. So as you can see, it's not like a, you know, exact circle, but it's kind of like replicating sort of a rounded octagon shape. And I don't know, I really like this packaging. So by the way, before I forget, because I gotta tell you guys the prices, this was $34. So I'm going to just, if I could get some. The consistency of this is like a lotion like, and it's very like, it has like a little light scent to it. I'm gonna apply one more pump in my face. It has like, yeah, it has like a little light scent to it, but it's not like a overwhelming scent where I feel as if like your skin will get irritated. But it's really, really light. Like, it's like you can't really notice it, and it doesn't linger on your face. Based on what I'm feeling here, it has like a kind of, not necessarily like tacky texture or sticky, but it's like kind of like not completely dry or matte, if that makes any sense. The scent doesn't really linger on. Like, there is that light scent, but it's not like, oh my god, like something too strong or too overwhelming. But so far I do like it. My face feels a bit smoother, and now I will be working on applying eye makeup. So now that you see me prep my face just a little bit, the next thing I will be applying is the foundation. It is the Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and similar to kind of, if I can find the box over here, the primer for the foundation. This is how the boxes look like. It's pretty similar. The only difference is this is all black, and if I can open this to share with you guys what the bottle looks like. This is how it looks like. It looks pretty similar to the primer as well. Only difference is the color. As you can see, it's like more like a pinkish nude color, and this is more like a white top and then like clear bottle, so you can see the color of the foundation. And similar shape as well, and I like this because it's pretty clean, pretty fresh, pretty simple, nothing too overwhelming, and I like this packaging. And the price for the foundation is $34. Now I'm going to be using a damp beauty blender with this foundation. Just put some pumps on my face. And if you're wondering why I'm looking down, it's because my mirror is down here. So let's see real quick. I'm gonna like lightly pat my face. Oh wow. Oh wow. As you can see here, it's a very medium full coverage. You can see how much it's covered up, like my acne scars, my discoloration. Look at that, like from this to this, like it just covered up my dark under eye circles. So far the texture of this is like kind of like semi matte, so it's not completely matte, but it's not dewy either. I think I'm liking it. I think I'm liking it. Well, before I move forward with applying my concealer and other little things on my face, I just want to point out, like in the box for the foundation, it says that it is a medium to full coverage for all. It's Longwear, light as air. And now that I'm kind of having it sit on my face before I apply concealer, I will say this is really light. The consistency of this is a bit thicker, like it's not a watery consistency, but yet when you apply it on, it doesn't feel like a heavy foundation. Because a lot of times whenever a foundation's like kind of like thick, when you pump it out, it's pretty heavy. And this honestly feels like kind of like similar to the texture, I mean not texture, but the feel of the ordinary foundation, or like more like a light water-based collection. I would say the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, even the Makeup Forever, feels a little more heavier than this foundation. But this foundation is pretty thick. Like, I think I used about like a pump and a half to cover up my whole face, and this is before concealer, so this definitely has a very like medium to full coverage. So if you're looking for something a little more lighter, this is probably something I wouldn't be looking for. But I would say if you're a person that loves like the full coverage foundation, so far this is doing pretty good. So the last item that I will be doing a first impressions on is this little thing right here. It is the Killawatt Freestyle highlighter, and y'all, let me tell you something. I love the packaging of this. It's just like, I like how she has kind of like in spray paint Fenty on the top, and it kind of has like a hint of like a light or pastel pink star in the front. And I got it in the shade Trophy 5, and it's funny that I'm talking about this highlighter because when I went to Sephora to purchase this, originally I was just gonna get a primer and a foundation, and I was getting a foundation for my friend as a late birthday gift. So while she was finding her color, I walked over to this highlighter, and the first thing I was like, ooh, it's so pretty. I can't buy any more highlighters though. And then when I like literally got my finger and like tapped it and then swatched in my hand, I was just like, oh my god. And then the next thing that happened was like a girl actually came right next to me and did the same exact thing with the same exact shade, and she had the same exact reaction as me, and then we both looked at each other and we started laughing, and I was just like, girl, like, you need to buy this highlighter, because like, even though I did not know this girl, she was more of a deeper complexion, and the shade Trophy Wife is a bit more gold, yellow gold if you will, and I was like, girl, it's gonna look so bomb if you got it. But anyways, I wasn't intending to buy anything else but those two products, but I decided to pick up the highlighter. And this highlighter claims that it's creamy, long lasting, and it's endless ways to glow. So if I could open this, oh my god, see, like, I just love how it has like kind of like this oxygen, whatever, octagon, I think that's what it is, kind of like shape. And now for the reveal. Like, y'all, like, look at this. This is just so, like, I'm shook. Like, I know I probably have something similar like this as an eyeshadow, but as a highlighter, ooh. So now what I'm gonna do real quick is gonna lightly, like, literally gonna see me tap, and look how pigmented that is. And it's like, you see that? I mean, you probably don't see it as well, but for me, I'm so shook. Like, I literally, all I did was like tap it, and like so much product came on my hand. Like, this is actually pretty good just for a more settled look, but wow, I'm shook. And this highlighter was $34, so it's like, Lane, did you really spend that much on a highlighter? And it's like, yes, I did. But if I can swatch this for you guys really quick, well, not swatch, but like apply this. Oh my god, do you see that? Like, the amount of glitter highlight that just picked up, and I literally barely tapped on the product, and it's like, I am just glowing. Like, originally I wasn't gonna get this, but I think I don't know, like, look at this highlighter. Like, this is just in my high cheekbones. Like, I'm gonna tone it down, but this thing is like super, oh my god, that's a lot, super, oh my god, super pigmented. I'm gonna apply some by my eye really quick. Like, I need to tone it down because it's a little too nuts, but I'm gonna apply some really quick here. Like, I just feel like it's like this highlighter is literally like you just got like a pound of gold and just like kind of like made it so fine and like into a powder, and it's like sitting on your face, like it's like gleaming, like I'm gleaming. And I know I'm gonna tone this down, so let me finish my makeup and then I will show you the final look. So now this is the final look that I have achieved with Rihanna's Fenty Beauty, oh my god, I can't say anything, Fenty Beauty makeup line. As you can see, even though I did set my face with a powder, you can see that the highlight is still looking like it's like blinding. Like, do you see that? You see that? Oh, it is 12:54, and mind you, don't worry about the guy as my lock screen. It is actually Shawn Mendes, and he is so fine. But anyways, I will be documenting the rest of my day to share with you guys how my skin reacts to this Fenty Beauty by Rihanna makeup. So you guys, really quick, I just wanted to show you a close-up of how my face looks like. As you can see, the highlighter though, I will say it's definitely poppin', like, and I haven't used that word in a very long time, but it's just crazy how I barely tapped on the highlighter and so much of it came out. Like, this is super pigmented, and I even used a pressed powder to tone it down, and as you can see, still blinding, shining, you know what I mean? I will say, however, this highlighter is more on the glittery side, so if you're a person that likes highlighters that aren't glittery and more, I guess you could say more natural or dewy like, this isn't the highlighter for you. But if you are a person like me that loves that extra glitter, extra glow, this highlighter is popping so far, but we'll wait and see. As for the makeup, like the overall base, like with the primer and the foundation, as you can see, like, my face isn't like completely smooth, and it's because I've been breaking out like crazy with acne. Like right now my hormones are just like all over the place, so my face isn't like up to par in terms of smoothness. So I'm not really sure if the primer is really working, but we'll see like overall through the day if my makeup does last. I will say, in terms of the consistency of the foundation, it is very lightweight. Like, I'm not even kidding, because like I told you, like when I pumped it, it was pretty thick. Like, it was like kind of like almost like I feel like I have too much product that I just pumped out type of thing. But this is a very lightweight foundation, and it is a very medium to full coverage. So as you can see, a lot of my face has been covered. But yeah, so far this is how my face looks like, and let's see how my face or skin reacts with this makeup throughout the day. So it's about 3:24, and this is how my face looks like. Everything's still looking good. I didn't blot or apply any powder or anything, and I might look a little oily, but it's because of the light. This is just the highlight. It's not like me actually oily, but I just wanted to share with you guys in a natural light in my car, because I'm always in my car when I'm doing these videos. But yeah, look at me now. And I know I look a little bumpy because I'm breaking out like crazy, so that's why like you just see all the craters here, but this side isn't too bad. But yeah, this is how my face looks like in natural light. And like I said, I am not oily. It's literally the highlighter, like it's glowing. But I'm sure if my skin was a little like smoother, it wouldn't look too weird. But yeah, this is how my face looks like. So it's about 4:13, and I just got a haircut, and this is how my face looks like. I had to blot my nose just a little because I realized that I was looking a little greasy, but as you can see, highlight is still on point. Everything is just staying on, and I'm really surprised how like nothing's like faded or anything like that. But so far I'm really liking this foundation. It's just like I mentioned, like I wish my skin was a little smoother, because as you can see like the texture on my face. So this foundation, like if you have very textured skin, it will show up. But in terms of like everything else, besides my nose being a little oily, but my nose is just a little bit oily, everything is looking good. I haven't really had to blot or powder my face, so yeah, this is how it looks like. So it's 7 o'clock and I just wanted to update you guys with my face. So as you can see, everything is pretty much on my face. The only thing I had to do was kind of blot my nose just a little bit because I was getting a little oily, but as you can see, everything is on point. Like everything is on my face, and usually towards the 7th hour, something in my face fades, whether it's the highlighter, the blush, and the bronzer. But the fact that it's still on my face, pretty impressed. I will say though, I'm kind of curious to if the primer is the factor to why my makeup is lasting, or maybe the foundation is good. I'm not quite sure, but I'm really impressed with the makeup so far. I'm gonna try to keep it on as long as possible because I do want to see if anything drastically changes, but in the meantime, I'm really liking this. And by the way, I was walking around through the mall, so the fact that I didn't even have to like touch up with a powder around my face, it's pretty good. Hey guys, so it's 9:05 and it's been a couple hours. All I've been doing is actually pre-editing this video so I can have it up ASAP, and I just wanted to share with you guys real quick on how my face is. So this is what it looks like. I'm in my kitchen, by the way, so the lighting looks kind of wonky, but everything is on point. The only thing that is kind of like is like around my nose area, but that's not really a surprise to me. I realize my nose area is like probably the most oiliest part of my face, but overall the makeup is still looking cool to me anyways. Like I think, you know, for the amount of stuff that I did, like I'm kind of impressed on how my makeup stayed on my face without me not like putting any powder on my face whatsoever, except like a little once in my nose, but that's all. In terms of like the texture of my skin, I noticed that it's a little semi-matte, meaning that it is matte but it's not dewy, but I kind of feel it starting to dew up, if that makes any sense. But overall for this foundation, I really like this foundation. Throughout the day I've been like watching and reading people's reviews, and some people have mixed reviews about it. Some people like it, some people don't, but for me, I like it, mainly because one, it's something that's actually of my shade, and it's pretty hard for me to find my shade. Like even though I'm in the 10 range, like trust me, it's so hard for me to find foundation. And in terms of the price point, I mean, it is a high-end product, so it's not gonna be super cheap, but I will say that it's pretty affordable for a high-end, especially since it's a new line, because a lot of times when people release like new makeup, like foundation usually costs like $50, and for it to be $34, like I said, it's not cheap, but it's pretty affordable for a drugstore. I mean, high-end. But overall, I highly recommend the foundation. The primer, I think the primer is pretty good. I mean, the makeup lasted, so I mean, I didn't double primer anything. I literally just used the primer from Rihanna's line, and I like it. And the highlighter, I like it. I mean, some people may not like it because it's too gold, too glittery, but me, I like to have that extra glow. So overall, in terms of the products that I did purchase from the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna line, I love all of them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions video on the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna makeup. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave some love down below, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Anyways, I just want to say thank you guys again for watching, and until next time, it's been real, and I'll see you soon. Bye!